Hello and welcome. In the last video, we deployed our smart contract to Kovan test network. So now we are going to see how we can interact with our smart contract. Okay, so here I added a main.go file. Inside it, the first thing that we have to do is to open the wallet that we used to deploy the smart contract. And to do that, we are going to use iochill.read file. Okay, so we open the file. Next, as you know, this key store is encrypted using symmetric encryption. So we have to decrypt it with the password that we used to encrypt it. Okay, and to do that, we are going to use keystore.decrypt. Okay, so keystore.decrypt key, we pass our slice of byte and the password that we used to encrypt the key store. Next, we are going to create a client, an Ethereum client, so we can interact with the Kovan test network. Okay, so we use etherclient.dial and we pass the inferior URL. Next, we are going to get the gas price from the Ethereum network and the chain ID of the Kovan test network. Okay. Next, we have to use the todo.go file that we generated with ABI-Gen. Inside this file, we have this to-do structure. Okay, so we can now use it to interact with our smart contract. It has three embedded structures: a caller, transactor, and filter. Okay, so the caller is related to all the different functions that we implemented inside Solidity and has a view keyword. Okay, so let's switch to Solidity. The caller are the different functions that has this keyword. The other functions are the transactor. Okay, so for example, the get and list are callers and add, update, toggle, and remove are transactor. And we have the third structure related to filter. Okay, so the filter are the emitters or the events. In our case, we didn't use events. Okay, so we are going to see this filter later. But for now, let's see the callers and the transactor. Okay, so let's create a new to-do. We are going to call this function. First, let's import our file and let's call new to-do. This new to-do has two parameters, the address of the contract and the contract backend, in this case the client. Okay, so here let's add the address of the contract. So this is the address of our contract. And the second argument is the client. Okay, so this function returns to us a to-do structure and an error, so let's handle them. If you don't remember the contract address, you can get this address using the public address of the key store that I used to deploy the smart contract. Next, I go here inside Etherscan Kovan test network and paste the address. Okay, so these are the different transactions. So I am looking for a contract. So this is the contract that we deployed. So now you can copy the address and use it inside Golang. Okay, so now let's use our to-do structure to interact with the smart contract. So let's first add a new task. Okay, so this add function has two parameters, a bind transact option and the content of the task. Okay, so let's first add the transaction option, bind that new keyed transactor with chain ID. Okay, we have to pass the private ID of the key store, so key.private ID, and the second is the chain ID. Okay, so this function returns to us transaction option and an error. So let's handle the error. So let's set, for example, the gas price and gas limit. For the gas limit, let's set it to 3 million. And the gas price is gas price. Okay, so the gas price that we requested from the Ethereum network. Now let's use the transactor option inside the add function. And the second argument is the content of our task. Okay, so first task. Okay, this returns to us a transaction and an error. Let's print the transaction and run our script. Go run main. We got the transaction address, so let's copy it. And here inside Covantest network, let's paste. Okay, so as you can see, we have a successful transaction. So now let's see how we can list our transaction. So the same thing. We use our to-do structure and the list function. So this list function has one parameter, a bind call option. So let's create one. Let's set from. Okay, so this from is of type address. So we have to pass the public address of the key store. And to get the public address of the key store, we have to use crypto package dot pub key to address. Okay, we pass our public key and we get the address. So now we can pass it here. This list function returns to us a slice of tasks. So let's print them and check if we got an error. Before I am going to comment this part. Okay, so the add new task part. So to not add it each time. Okay, so now we are going only to list our tasks. Okay, so let's run our script and see if we can list the tasks. As you can see, we just created our first task. Let's now see how if we can update it. First, let's comment the list part and paste this code. Okay, so here we use update. Okay, so the update function. We pass our transactor option. We pass the ID of the task and the new content. Okay, so let's run this script and see. Okay, so we got our transaction ID. So now let's comment and list another time. Okay, so we successfully updated our tasks. Now let's try to toggle the status of the task. Okay, so we are going to use toggle function. Okay, so I passed this code here and let's comment this list. Okay, so this toggle is also of type transactor, so we have to pass transactor option. And we pass also the ID of the task. So let's run another time our script. Okay, so we get a transaction address. So as you can see, we updated the status of the task to true. And finally, we are going to see how to delete the task. So we are going to use the remove function. I can uncomment this part and change it to remove. Okay, so this remove function also takes transactor option and the ID of the task. Okay, so let's run. Okay, so let's list our tasks. Okay, and as you can see, we just successfully deleted the task. Okay, so let's stop here. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something and see you in the next video. Bye bye.